Yo, what's up, Heartbreakers? It's your girl, Rose Gold, and I am here for the first episode of 2022. Listen, this year has already come off to an amazing, outstanding, busy year already, and it's only been we in the third week going super fast, but it's also can't believe that it's already this point, and it seems like it just started. So happy to be here with you guys. I want you all to just know really quick that we have decided to bring the podcast broadcast back to Facebook. Okay. They got one more time to play any kind of censor games, and then we're just going to have to cut ties completely. But for now, if you are watching this broadcast live from Instagram, I want you to know that we are also available on Facebook as well. If you're watching this live from YouTube, you can check us out on our Facebook page. Usually what I do is we'll do the episode, we'll take it live, and then we'll post it on Facebook. Well, we decided to add them back to the broadcasting team. So see how this goes? Finger crossed that they don't end up censoring us again. How y'all doing? It's been a minute since I've seen you guys. I get the emails, you guys. I get a lot of emails on a daily basis, and it's impossible for me to go through and answer all of them. But one new thing that we are doing with the show this year, I'm very excited to announce, is we're going to be doing What's Up Wednesdays, okay? So what that will be is basically every Wednesday, okay, I will be selecting a question from my email inbox, and I will be reading it on air, giving my thoughts on it, also giving an opportunity for you guys to give some feedback if you want. But that's something that we're going to be doing weekly, because I just feel like we should be engaging with those questions. I get really heartfelt questions sometimes, you guys. And other times I get questions that I think other people have, and they really, really, really should be heard and discussed. And always, just so that you guys know, I always ask, please, if you want your question read on air, you specifically have to say that in your email, okay? I can't just pick random questions and read them for legal purposes and privacy reasons. Some people just don't want that. So if that is what you want, please make sure to specify that when you send the email in, hbhp@heartbreakhillpodcast.com. Not to mention that we are doing fan following. So if you have not followed us on any of the social media platforms, please make sure to do so. At Heartbreak Hill Podcast is our name on all platforms. Okay. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I have a very personal message today. Okay. Later on this month, we're going to have a very amazing guest with a very amazing story. But right now, I wanted to come and air our first episode of 2022 being strictly set around goal setting. Okay. So everybody for the new year has goals that they want to accomplish and that they set. Okay. And if you're worried about me looking back and forth, I have a few different cameras that I'm looking at. So don't freak out. Don't pay attention. I promise. But everybody has, everybody is pressured, and everybody is excited, and everybody is, oh, this is my year. This is 2020. I'm going to set, this is what I'm going to do. We call them New Year's resolutions a lot of the times, right? Before you set your goals, before you start pursuing your goals, okay, I have 3 different questions or 3 different thought concepts that I really, really, really need you to understand before you begin pursuing your goals. Every goal is not a good goal, okay? Just because it's a good idea does not mean that it's a God idea, okay? And all that means is just that you would rather the things that you do have God in them than not. Things will be a lot easier. It won't be stress-free. People a lot of times think if you have God involved in certain things that you won't experience stress or you won't be uncomfortable. No, you will, but you will have peace. Okay, which is a totally separate thing. You will have peace in your goals. Not only that, when your goals are aligned with what God has for you and what He has placed for you to do, you have all of the resources. I want to tell you something. God made us in His image. So that means that the same creative power, see, angels don't have this, animals, dogs, cats don't have this. We can create anything that we want. Any life that you want for yourself, you can literally create. And that's not me just giving a prep talk. That's me being serious. Whatever life you want, you can create. God gave you that power when He made you in His image. Okay. But because we have that type of power, we have to be careful, because if we begin creating things without God in it, those same things can become sources of degradation and destruction in our lives. Okay? So 3 things as you're setting your goals. Number 1, okay? Is God required for me to complete this goal? Okay? First question that you should ask yourself when it comes to a goal, and this can be with losing weight. I know when I started my weight loss journey, I knew that there was no way possible that I would be able to complete it or even stay motivated or disciplined enough to do it without God. So first and foremost, if your goal that you have for 2022 does not require you to depend on God, it's not big enough. Okay? Every goal that you have, it should be supernatural. A lot of times we say stupid things like, oh, I'm just going to lose a little bit of weight, or I'm going to stop eating this type of food, or I'm going to stop doing this, stop doing that. And it's stupid because you have not invited the one true power that can help you do those things. And I'm not talking about religion here, okay? I'm not talking about the stuff that we see on TV or all, the mumbo jumbo. I'm talking about a real live relationship with Jesus Christ. And you get that through daily pouring into yourself with his word, and then also daily speaking to him. So God must be a part of your goal. You must need him in order to accomplish this goal. If your goal, it could be one goal or many, if God is not required, it's not big enough. Okay. By the way, I want to just say something really quickly about goals. If you are feeling sad, depressed, or unsure of your purpose in life, it's because you have no goals. Goals are what keep any marriage. It's what keeps any person's self-esteem. It's what keeps the family dynamic. You must always have a level that you are reaching towards. Okay? The Bible talks a lot about this in both the Old and New Testament, as far as having a vision, as far as having knowledge. You know what I mean? You have to have those things or you will be headed for destruction. Because one thing I know about having goals, if you don't have goals of your own, please hear me on this. If you do not have goals of your own to accomplish, people will give you their goals to accomplish for them. Okay. Hence, we have the whole 9 to 5 thing, whatever. You're helping other people accomplish their goals. So you better get some of your own. Okay. God must be required. Second thing, does this goal please God? Okay. And that can be a little difficult to understand. So let me break that down a little bit. Okay. Does your goal please God means if the goal that does the goal you're trying to accomplish go against what is pleasing to God? An example of that would be, let's say you have a goal that you want to be married by the end of 2022. Okay. That's not a bad goal to have. In fact, I think it's an honorable goal to have, especially when we live in a society that doesn't really value marriage the way that we should, right? That's a good goal. But you can't have that goal if the person you're trying to marry belongs, and I say belong as in dating or married to somebody else. You can't do that. You can have a goal to say, I want to have a good job. I want to have a good job. I want to have a great job, and I want to make a lot of money this year. I want to make $80,000 this year, period. Okay? That's a great goal to have. Do you want to sell drugs to get that goal accomplished? Because if you do, that's not a God goal. That goal is no longer pleasing to God because you have to destroy other people in order to get it accomplished. This is not a judgment thing. Listen back to some of my other podcasts. I did a lot of different things, man. Please. This is not about me judging, but I want you to work knowing your mind that it's not necessarily the goal that's the problem. It's the outcome of the goal that's the problem. It's how you're obtaining the goal that could be a problem. So is it pleasing to God? You say you want to lose 100 pounds. Now, God gave you one body. So you know that keeping it healthy is pleasing to God. Okay. But if you say, I want to lose weight, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fraud, I'm going to scam, and I'm going to get all this money and I'm going to go get surgery so that I can look nice. That'll be my weight loss. No, that doesn't please God. It's not that the surgery part doesn't please God. I think you should have your own personal convictions with that. But if you have to scam, steal to get the money to accomplish your goal, it's not pleasing to God. I can tell you that right off the bat. And a lot of times when we're on the path of when we're on the path of completing or accomplishing our goals, there will be other factors that tempt you to accomplish your goal faster, but in ways that are not pleasing to God. Okay, so just please be on the watch out for that this year. You will have shortcuts to your goals, but if they're not pleasing to God, don't take them. Why don't take them? You may get to where you're going, but you won't stay there when you don't do it God's way. You might get the recognition. You might go viral. You might, say those nasty and dirty things on Facebook, or, make up stuff about people on Instagram to get likes or to get some type of following. You may actually accomplish that goal to get 1 million followers, but it's not pleasing to God. So that those same followers that you gained through destroying other people and other things, those same followers will turn on you because somebody's going to destroy you. It's just the way that the world works. So is it pleasing to God is the second question. The third, I think most important question of all. What is my motive for wanting to achieve this goal? What is my motive for wanting to achieve this goal? When I started wanting to really and seriously lose weight last year, it was strictly based on the premise of health issues. Okay, I need to really be transparent about that. And there's nothing wrong with having the motive that I just want to look good. I'm talking about weight loss here as an example. I just want to look good. There's nothing wrong with having a goal like that. Okay, but if you have a motive, I want to look good so that I can get my ex-boyfriend back, or I want to lose weight so that I can be more appealing to someone else's husband, or I want to be, I want to lose weight so that I can increase my porn star career or my stripping career. If you are in those professions, then you are in those professions. But if you think for 1 second that you can have those type of goals with those type of motives and accomplish them effectively, you're mistaken. Let me go back to what I said before. You can have goals that are not aligned with what I just said and still accomplish them. I'm not telling you that if you don't ask yourself these 3 questions that you're not going to accomplish your goals. I'm just telling you that you're going to accomplish the wrong goals. If you don't stop and pause and evaluate your goals for this year and ask yourself these 3 questions, is God required to complete this goal? Are my motives pure? When I'm trying to complete these goals, does my goals please God? You are going to have those goals are going to make you miserable. You accomplish them, but they'll become problems. Back to the motive thing. Okay. God will not allow you to enjoy anything that hurts other people. Okay. This is a very important thing when it comes to accomplishing goals, because a lot of times people think that their goals only affect them. They don't. Your goals affect everybody around you. So if you say that you want to be a millionaire this year, for example, that affects everybody around you. You're going to be busy. You're going to have to budget financially better. You're going to have to look into kind of any debt that you have. You are going to have to completely become a different type of person, and that's going to affect everybody around you. So you have to ask yourself, are my goals properly motivated? I'll bring the weight loss thing back. A lot of girls who I see and who I know who are doing different things with their body on their fitness journey, a lot of times the motive is to look a certain way or to maybe feel better about themselves. Self-esteem is a spiritual thing, okay? Don't think ever that you can do something physically, change it and feel better about yourself. It will never work. If you have low self-esteem, and I'm going to do another episode about how to know if you have low self-esteem and what to do about it. But that is a spiritual thing. So don't think that your body is going to fix that. Same with money. If you say that I want to make $1 million this year, if your motives behind that is to feel better about yourself, now money is not everything, but it solves a lot of problems. And I can tell you that for sure. But if it's not properly motivated on getting it, once you get it, you're not going to know how to spend it, or it's going to come and it's going to go quickly. Or you're going to attract the wrong type of people around you, okay? Keep your motives pure, okay? Keep your motives pure. And the very last thing that I want to say about goal setting is that be able to congratulate the people that get there before you. one of the number one indicators that God is getting ready to do something amazing in your life is that it'll start happening to people around you. And what a lot of people do, instead of taking that as a sign to get prepared because it's coming my way, a lot of people take that as a sign of jealousy. A lot of people feel upset. Why her and not me? Why him and not me? You have no idea the type of stuff that people have to go through to get to where they at. And I say that with so much passion in my voice. I literally have chills because you are jealous of something. You don't have this the mental capabilities to even begin to understand. Those people that you see, you say, oh, they're doing their thing, they this, they that. Why not me? How it happened to them and not me? I had a way worse. I worked way harder than him. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. There's nothing good about you feeling some type of way when people accomplish the goals that you want first. Be happy. Force yourself. Literally force yourself. If you see somebody with something that you have and it's a goal of yours, force yourself to be happy for them. Call them up. I don't care if you have to text them. Maybe it's too much hate. You got too much hateration in you to call them. They might hear it in your voice. Send a text. I'm happy for you. In doing so, you invite those same things into your life. Okay? Be watchful of that because everybody around you has something that you don't have. And you have something that everybody around you doesn't have. There's no point in comparing. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your talent. Don't compare yourself to nobody. When you see people accomplishing goals and they're your goals, there's not a time to be a hater. It's a time to embrace the fact that yours is on the way. Quick point out. Y'all know that movie King Richard that came out in 2020. I love that movie. It was a story of Venus and Serena Williams' father. And I just really, certain things as a child you don't know until you're taught. And this is what made me stop being judgmental towards people. Because a lot of stuff that I used to feel was, how could you not know that? Or like, duh, you don't know how to do. There's certain things that you have to be taught in order to know. Okay? Period. In this movie, he was teaching the younger daughter about being happy for the bigger daughter. Okay? In the context of the movie, the older sister was getting the attention first. The scouts, the professional opportunities, all of these different kinds of things were being given to the older sister. And the younger sister kind of had to sit back and watch. And there's a point in the movie where King Richard, he comes to the younger daughter and he says, I know that this is hard for you because you have talent too. You're watching your sister get all of the praise. You're watching your sister get all of the attention. But I want to tell you something. If you can keep being humble, if you can continue to keep your stance that you are, continue to be happy for your sister, continue to congratulate your sister, you're going to do bigger things than people ever could see, ask, and imagine. There's not a place you can go right now where you don't hear the words about Venus and Serena. And I don't remember which one in the movie was the youngest one. But the point is, you can go anywhere in the world and people know who Venus and Serena is. Okay? They know who Venus and Serena is, and that's not by accident. A lot of that has had to do with the fact that sometimes other people's goals are going to be accomplished before yours. You have to get in the mind frame where you are happy regardless, where you are still able to congratulate regardless. 4 things to take away when you are accomplishing your goals in 2020. Is God required for my goal? If not, it's not big enough. Okay? Does my goal please God? God will never support you in a goal that hurts somebody else. Maybe for a little bit. This is really specific to people who think that by taking someone else's spouse, a man or boyfriend, that you can somehow be happy. Let me tell you something. The only type of men that can be took are men that are abusive or men that are chronic cheaters. Any other type of man, they don't have to get into another relationship in order to leave you alone. They'll just leave you alone when they're done with you. But I want to say that because there's no prize in taking something from someone else, okay? And this doesn't have to be men. I shouldn't just put it on men like that. It could be women as well, okay? If your goal hurts other people, and the people that do this, that do the taking, they're never going to admit this. So don't think you can go and ask, hey, girl, I know you took that so-and-so's man. How's that working out? She's going to tell you good. Don't go up to him and say, yeah, man, I know you're sleeping with so-and-so's wife. How's that going? He's going to tell you good. Only problems can be taken off other people's hands, not solutions. Solutions are presented. So when you take something off somebody's hands, understand what you get yourself into, okay? Does it please God? God will not support a goal that hurts other people, okay? Do I have pure motives? Are the reasons why I want to achieve this goal pure? Am I doing it for clout? Am I doing it so that I can make a name for myself? Will it bring glory to God? When I accomplish my goal, is my motive to give God the glory for helping me accomplish it? Okay? Pure motives. Congratulating other people who complete the goals around you first. Okay? People around you are going to be completing goals that you wish you could complete. It's a sign that your goal completion is on the way. Stay the course. Figure out what they did to complete them goals. Don't be a hater. Figure out what they did to get there. Mimic it. Put your own sauce on it and go from there. Listen, I'm out of time. But if you want to meet me here the same place next week, I will definitely be here. We are now on a weekly schedule. So we will be here every Saturday. Okay? The times will vary week to week, but we will be here every Saturday. My next episode is going to blow your socks off. I have a guest presenting a story that is unreal. And it is something that I feel can significantly affect our community. Listen. You can be anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me. Don't forget, hbhp at heartbreakhillpodcast.com if you want a question to be read on air. Follow us on all social media platforms at Heartbreak Hill Podcast. If you are listening to this and you are watching us live, do not forget to subscribe to our actual podcast. Available everywhere you get your podcast, Heartbreak Hill. You all stay up, stay blessed. Mwah. Thank you so much for tuning in to Heartbreak Hill Podcast. Our mission here is to use multimedia channels to break generational curses in our thought process. Our motto here is breaking hearts, blowing minds, one conversation at a time. Please note that our entire production is brought forth by listeners and viewers just like you. Thank you. If you'd like to support the show, please visit our website at heartbreakhillpodcast.com.